Going on, everybody? Scott Force One here, and today I am going to make a video on how to upgrade the hard drive on the PS4 step by step, everything you need, all that good stuff. I chose the 2 terabyte Seagate, this guy right here. It's the M9T, which is pretty big, 2 terabytes, as you can see there. Picked it up on Amazon for $89. You see right there. Yeah, it was originally $120, something like that, but came down in price, so I got it. What you're gonna need first to do really is go through your hard drive on the PlayStation 4. I got regular USB. I put all my video clips and screenshots on this, and then erased them from the hard drive because the less you have on the hard drive, the faster this will go. The next thing you'll need, this is a 500 gig external hard drive thingy. Most important thing, make sure that this is formatted to exFAT. FAT32 only has a capacity of 32 gigs, and it's really for small files. But this, a lot of people are saying that exFAT is not compatible, but it is. I have tested it. It is fully compatible. Basically, what you're going to do with this is you're going to make a backup of this. You want to go basically to all the way down to system, and go all the way down to backup and restore. And go backup and restore. You want to back up your PS4. So when you go into that, it's not connected right now, but you're going to go in there and you want to click all. And what that's going to do is it's going to copy everything on your hard drive. Game installs, saves, all that stuff. I've already backed everything up to the cloud, to the whatever it is there, the PlayStation Plus cloud. So you're gonna, the less you have on your hard drive, the quicker it'll be. So with this, with everything on my hard drive, it's gonna take about 5 hours, and I erased already a good amount of stuff. I had this thing max. I mean, I was right up there with everything I could possibly have on this machine. And as you can see, 404 gigs, I have 219 that I have to upload to that. So, without further ado, I'm going to show you how to set this up. So with everything out of the way in that, let's crack this sucker open and show you how to do it. Now, first things first, you're going to need a set of micro screwdrivers with you got yourself the biggest small flathead and a smaller flathead, and this is you're going to need. I'll show you what you're going to need that for. It's a small Phillips head, but I'll show you in a minute. Let's get the crack in here. Alright, now this guy comes there with a, here it is. That's it right there. And this is, probably one of the most important parts. As you can see, this is USB 3. And the way you can tell is in there, that's blue in there. I don't know if you can see that too well, but that's how you can tell that that's blue. It's a USB 3. That's a USB 2 because it's got white. So blue is 3, white is 2. So with that out of the way, let's pop this open. Okay, now you can see this is there's no real way to open this, but the drive is in there, and you got to get this off without breaking it, and that's why you have two flatheads. So what you want to do is find the edge somewhere along the back side. Stay away from this side first. This is the USB 3 port. Save that for last, because everything that's important is here. So what you want to do is start with the smaller guy and kind of work it in. I don't know if I can get closer for you guys, but really just kind of, yep, there it goes. All right, once it's in there, then you take your bigger one and slide it in, and just feel for the slots. There we go. And then take that little guy out, and then you can really kind of work it around, just so that you're not forcing it open, so you don't actually break anything. And if you want to keep the case, you know, you can go a little less aggressive with it, but I really don't care either way. See, once you get it started, it kind of goes smoothly. But, you know, I'll probably use the old hard drive in the PS4, put it back in this thing and use it as a, you know, reformat it and use it as a, just a save, you know, an extra save disk for me. See, that's coming out real good. And as you can see, still staying away from that side. Oops. You really gotta just work it. Just be gentle with it. It'll come. It's just plastic, you know, and then the drive is actually in there. Just kind of cradled. Alright, now that we've got it somewhat open, yep, there we go. It pops right out, just like that. And there it is. And what you want to do next, put that to the side. Comes with this little handy little foil wrap thingy. That's what is holding, it's just a shield. You don't really need it. It's just kind of there for static proofing or whatever. Now these little rubber things, these are just screws. So if you were going to install this into like a machine or something, you use the screws to kind of hold it in a cradle. That's where this comes in. Take these out. You don't need them, because it will make it, it won't fit in the PS4 if you leave them in. They're kind of tight, but not bad. Also, a good tip when doing anything like this, you can see that I have a, I use a pillowcase in case you drop something. Gives a little extra padding, but you know, any screws, they don't bounce and ricochet all over the place. You lose them, you know, stuff like that. So it's always a good idea to have a clean, soft work surface. Alright, those are done. Now, this part's pretty simple. You just peel this foil off, just like that. It comes right off. You save it if you want. I don't ever. Never had a problem. So basically, that's it. Once you get it all out of the case, this is the motherboard for the USB 3. This pops right off. Should be, you know, sometimes they're a little tricky. Sometimes they pop off. Sometimes they don't. This one's a little tough here. Let's see if I can. You just gotta slowly work it off. Voila, there it is. Now with this is a good thing to save, because you can use this on just about any hard drive that is a SATA. You know, for instance, I got this one out of my old laptop. Couldn't really find a way to get all the information off it. Screen died on the laptop. It was pretty much useless. I just bought a new laptop. But pop this out. You can really just line it up and pop it on. Boom. Instant access. You plug that in, USB 3, plug that into your laptop, and good to go. You got, you know, hard drive from your old laptop, access any files, all that good stuff. So the next step from here would be to back up your hard drive, if you haven't done it already, that's I'm gonna do it tonight when I'm gonna play a little Grand Theft Auto, but probably go midnight is usually when I should sign off, so I'll just plug this bad boy in and let it rip. Wake up in the morning. Make sure that the controller's plugged in. Make sure that the settings for idle time is to never, both controller and PlayStation, so that it can continuously run and back this thing up, because it is going to take some time depending on how much you have, because I've heard full 400 gigs takes 10 hours. So I luckily kind of weeded through stuff, got rid of a bunch of stuff. I'm at 219. This is 500, 4 hours. This is an older model. This is the mini USB. Also, if you have an external hard drive that is USB 3, cuts the time in half by at least 2/3. So much faster, but I just, I didn't have the money. I've had this laying around. It's empty. I reformatted it again. EXFAT is the format you want for this. Everything will be saved on here. You'll be good to go. The other thing, firmware update. Put it on this, because it's going to make your life a lot easier. Just go to the PlayStation Network site, plug this into your laptop, go to find where the thing is, download it, good to go. So I will be back with the actual PlayStation and show you how to pop that open, take the hard drive out, put this bad boy in. Probably the simplest thing in the world. Okay, we're back. We've got the PlayStation out, ready to rock and roll. Now this part's pretty simple. You just got to pop the this piece off, but this is a good opportunity to clean it, get all the dust off. I ran some Q-tips, underneath, all that good stuff. Get rid of the dust. It builds up, causes problems later in life. So let's get to it. Let's just kind of pop it out. Just press down gently, and it should come right off. Of course, I got this one stuck. There we go. See? Pops right off. There it is. So what you're going to do is unscrew this screw right here. That's what's holding the cradle in with the hard drive. There's the hard drive right there. Everything's backed up, ready to rock and roll. So there we go. And then there it is. Voila. Hard drive out for the first time. So you got these 4 screws. Got to pop those out. I'll show you in a second. Okay. This sucker's pretty thin for 500 gig. Now, I'm going to save this. I'm going to put it in a static bag, put it in a cool, dry place, and I'm going to save it just in case, because sometimes technology works and sometimes it doesn't. Now, important thing is to line up the pins. As you can see, this is the 2 terabyte, this is the standard. Goes in like this. Tab is on the bottom, as you can see. So just like that. and this goes in like that. And line up the holes and put the screws in, because this will keep it from jumping around, becoming disconnected inside the unit. Sometimes they're a pain to get here. Right. This part really doesn't take that long. It's just a little tedious. You got to be careful. Also, a really good thing to remember: don't wear shoes if you're on a carpet. Don't wear shoes. Take your socks off. Static electricity. This is my second PlayStation because of static electricity. Built up. I go to reach for the charger. Bang! Blew both the ports out in one shot. I've fried numerous electronics in my house because of static electricity. So just discharge yourself on the wall or something like that before you touch anything, so that you don't. I mean, it could be a real killer. So 4 screws are in. It's in the harness. So we're gonna slide her back in, and it should snap right in. It's a little tight because it's a little bit bigger, but it should go right in. Voila. We have upgraded the hard drive. Alright, pop that screw in, just give it a little tug, and put the lid back on. There you go, she's in. Alright, we'll be back with the installation of everything and get it fired up. Alright, so huge important step. When you first go to download the firmware to a USB, don't hit that button. Go down here, click that. Because what that is a full system software update. You click right here, that little guy, and it's a bigger file than the actual firmware. It's the initialization file as well as the firmware update. So, okay. One important thing, firmware, thumb drive, put it in before you boot up the PS4. Otherwise, it will not recognize it even after it's booted up and you put the thumb drive in. It asks you for it. You gotta put the thumb drive in beforehand. As you can see, I just finished processing. It's gonna restart, reboot, restart, all that good stuff, and you just go through the motions and re-enter all your passwords and all that great stuff, and upload. I think uploading is gonna take a long time for me anyway, because it's 200 and some odd gigs. So, but she's starting up again. We should be ready to rock and roll here. There we go. So here I've got my controller. English, United States. Next, checking network environment. Use Wi-Fi. Captain's house. Skip that. Eastern Time, Canada. Close enough. Alright. Accept. Start now. User 1. So, true test. I'm going to go up, all the way over, settings, system, storage, management. Boom. 1.77 terabytes. Fuck yeah. Alright, final process here of re-uploading with my hard drive there. Go to System. You want to go all the way down to Backup and Restore. Restore PS4. Right there. Hit X. The system will be restored with the backup data you selected. When you start restoring, the PS4 will be initialized and all user and data will be deleted. After that, the PS4 will be stored using the backup data. And some users have activated the system as a primary. It's recommended that you deactivate the system before you initialize it. Do you want to deactivate the PS4? Yes. Deactivating. That's just so that it can process all the information quicker, and it will basically reactivate it when the stuff is restored. The PS4 will be restored. After restoration starts, the PS4 will not return to the content state. Are you sure you want to continue? Basically, this is just a bare bones PlayStation system like with the first day you got it. So, yes. And this is probably going to take a while. So again, I have my settings, do not turn off. Controller, do not turn off. Controller's plugged in so that it constantly has a charge, so it's not, it doesn't shut off and jam up the system. So let's see how long this will take. Okay, as you can see, kind of fluctuates, but 113 minutes. Looks like it'll go relatively quickly. I guess I'll have to leave and come back. Okay, so as you can see, after uploading everything, it's all there. Every last one of it. So, yeah. Doesn't take long. I'd say the longest part is if you want to back up your hard drive. A couple hours. Uploading it really didn't take that long. 2 hours. So, hope everything works out for you. Like I said, if you have any questions or concerns, just throw me an email or hit it up in the comments and questions.